Shalom, give all praise, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Bashem Rakakadash, honors to the elders, apostles, men, and truth on down, related to this, and like-minded ones, teaching this truth and knowledge so we can know this truth and knowledge. And the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahshua for putting the spirit of the elders, apostles, men, and truth and like-minded ones who are teaching this truth and knowledge so we can know this truth and knowledge. And call all Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Bashem Rakakadash. Give all praise, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Bashem Rakakadash. This video is relating to a little bit of dark origins relating to Valentine's Day. These heathen customs, which are heathen customs, paganistic customs. So go a little over history of it a little bit. Let me say, Emperor Claudius II executed two men, both named Valentine, on February 14th of different years in the 3rd century. Their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church with the celebration of St. Valentine's Day. The real story of Valentine's Day, let me see. It says, as far as anyone could tell, St. Valentine was one of the two guys preaching the good word in Rome in the 3rd century. One of these two guys martyred on February 14, 269. And thus giving us the date of Eponymous Day. Eponymous Day. Let me look up that word. Yeah, eponymous. Eponymous relating to the person or thing from whom which something is named. Let me see. Go back. In short, it could be said that the meaning of Valentine's Day commemorates St. Valentine's, the brutal and bloody third part, execution, beating, stoning, beheading, because of his secret support of Christian marriages. The pagan history of Valentine's Day. Let me see. Valentine's Day is steeped in the pagan history and full of controversy and tragic violence. There is some evidence that this day was made to replace the pagan celebration of Lupercalia, which had to do with celebrating fertility. Then you have, let me see, see the dark origins of Valentine's. Because all these have paganistic customs, man. Which goes contrary to, what a certain people are supposed to be doing anyway, but, who invented Valentine's Day? Here we go. At the end of the 5th century, Pope Galliasus declared February 14th St. Valentine's Day. Since then, February 14th has been a day of celebration, though it was generally more religious than romantic. Let me see. Now, do they celebrate Valentine's Day in the U.S.? Americans celebrate Valentine's Day each year, February 14th, by sending cards, letters, giving gifts such as chocolate, flowers, having meals in restaurants. Many adults see Valentine's Day as an occasion to offer expensive gifts such as jewelry to their sweetheart or significant other. Let me see what we got. So Valentine's Day was all ended, really declared, started all the way by Pope Galliasis at the end of the 5th century, man. And you had the dark history. Let me see what it said. As one legend goes, Valentine was the 3rd century Roman priest around 27 CE who continued to perform marriages even after the Emperor Claudius II outlawed the right of young men he preferred become soldiers. Valentine was eventually put to death when Claudius discovered what he was up to, according to history. That's probably why, yeah. So it has a bloody history relating to that, man. So American, as they do, Americanize relating to these tradition customs. And really, Valentine's Day is just another day for marketing and making money off of, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, such as chocolates and different things and cars where they make who knows how much, millions and millions of dollars relating to that, or, you know, I can equate as a lot of money related to cars and chocolate, man, for one day, man. And all these goes back to these customs, pagan customs, man. So that was a little, you know, brief history on that. Let me see something. Now, when was Valentine's Day became popular in the U.S.? Valentine's Day exploded in popular culture beginning in 1840. The origins of Valentine's Day are pretty obscure. That means something not clear, vague. While scholars generally agree that the holiday was popularized in 1840 in UK and the US. The specific historical roots of celebration remain ambiguous, which goes to obscure, not clear, vague. It's another word I want. Yeah. So that's what that goes to. So it's question mark, in a matter of speaking. Let's go to go back to where I was at. Just a little history relating to this. How did Valentine's Day start in the U.S.? It originated as a Christian feast by honoring the martyr named Valentine, because he was brutally murdered. Found out by Claudius the second for what he does. So he became a martyr relating to that, as it states. And though the latter folk traditions, it has become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration. Very commercial, a money-making marketing machine, such as Mother's Day and Father's Day. It's about, marketing and making money off of it. Commercial celebration of romance and love in many religions of the world, man. Let me see, we got, what was the original celebrated on 14th before Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day traces the roots back to ancient Rome with the festival of Lupercalia, celebrated on February 13th to the 15th. This pagan festival involved a unique lottery that would pair men and women together, often leading to marriage rituals that aimed at fertility, man, producing and warding off evil spirits, man. So a mixture of different paganistic customs and, I guess, somewhat, it would say, spiritual and religious aspect as well with it. Let me see. Got that one. I probably read this. Valentine actually has its roots in ancient Rome, and it believed has started as a Christian feast day honoring what? St. Valentine's, the one who was martyrdom. Over the time, it became associated with love and romance. Okay, that's a little history. Let's get some scripture real quick. Let me see. Jeremiah 10, I guess. 10. Let's get GNT, see what it says. So this is just a little history relating to Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? It's dark history, actually, dark origins, because it all goes back to forms of paganism, man, at the end of the day. I want to read it from a GNT, which is a Good News translation. Do not follow the ways of the other nations. Do not be disturbed by unusual sights in the sky, so be not dismayed as the other nations will be. Even though other nations are terrified and they're going to be dismayed for what they see. I'll read it down. Religion of these people is worthless, man. The religion of these people is worthless. Part of these religions is these pagan holidays, heathenistic holidays. They're worthless, they're futile, they're nothing, man. I'm going to read that again. The religion of these people is worthless, following the customs of the heathen. It's pretty much saying it's nothing, man. A tree cut, I'm going to continue on. A tree is cut down in the forest. It is carved by the tools of the woodworker and decorated with the silver and gold. That goes to Christmas, man. Decorated with ornaments, balls, ornaments, garland. That's what that goes to. And it is fastened down with nails, so it's secured with a thing at the base of it to keep it aligned and secure. To keep it from falling over, which is the stand, that green stand, to keep it from falling. Such idols are like scarecrows in the field of melons. They cannot speak. They cannot be carried because they cannot walk. Do not be afraid of them. They can cause no harm. They are harmless, man. You know, I mean, they have no power. They're irrelevant, man. So they have no power. They have no form of power or protection. Ones who perform these. This goes to idolatry, man. Graven images and different things. Scripture talks about 20 and 50. Let me see. I'm going to get that one. The Lord, let me say, I'm going to continue on before I get that. Do not be afraid of them. They can cause you no harm because they have no power. They're useless, man. They're nothing but a bunch of idols. And they can do you no good. So ultimately, because of idolatry, certain people, category, group of people, have been punished by the Lord because of these things, man. Worshiping these other idols, these false deities, idols, things that have no power, no benefit, man. Lord, there is no one like you. I'm going to go to Psalms 96. Talk about, let's get that real quick. Psalms 96 and 96 and 96 and 5. 96 and 5, get that real quick. This is 96 and 5. For all the gods of this nation are idols, man. So the gods that the people worship are that, idols, man. But the Lord made the heavens. So one God made the heavens, but the rest of these gods are nothing but idols, man. That's Psalms 96 and 5. And get Deuteronomy 28 and 64 real quick. We'll get that real quick. This is just a quick lesson relating to, talking about Valentine's Day, a little history of it. 64. This relates to the Israelites. Then the Lord will scatter you among all nations, from one end of the earth to another, four corners of the earth. They will worship other gods, and part of those gods are idols, man. The gods of wood and stone, whether neither you nor your ancestors have known, man. So you're gonna worship these other gods, these other forms of gods, idols, man, even wood and stone, man. So then the Lord will scatter you among all nations, from one end of the earth to the other, and there you will worship other gods, even gods, wood and stone, man. So that's what's happened, man. So part of these idolatry and paganistic customs that that the certain people will take on, the majority of people relating to some of these customs. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, they're customs of the heathen, man. And really they're customs of the nations, because relating to specific nation, Israel, they have their own tradition and customs, man. And now that scripture relates to what they would be when they were scattered among the heathens. They would take on these customs, man, because they will follow out the ways of the heathen, man. You know what I mean? So that's what goes to. So that's something short, real quick. Let me see if there's anything else. There's a couple scriptures on that. Let me see. Yeah, that's just something short, real quick. I'm gonna give all praise, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Rakakadas. This is Ayah Wolf Shalom.